Hi everyone. So the minute I started these vlogs, I started regretting them because they just feel so unnatural to me. I try to be natural, and I would love to be natural. When I watch some of my favorite YouTubers, you know, artists, doing the vlogs, they're just so easy, and it just comes very natural to them. It doesn't to me. So I've been fussing about for about 20 minutes just to set up the camera. It's the last thing I need right now because I'm very short on time. So I thought I'll just come in front of the camera just to see you and let you know what's sort of happening for the month of May. So I'll show you a couple of my sketchbooks and what I have been doing. But predominantly, I want to let you know that there were quite a few projects that had to be put on standstill simply because I'm just not managing with the very little time that I have. And so I actually cut down the hours at the nursery further, and also spend more time with him doing fun things, also because it's going to be summer. In May, we're going to go away for a few weeks, and I haven't decided. I just got one-way tickets. That's to go and see my family, my parents, and I haven't decided when I'm coming back yet. But I assume for probably a couple or few weeks, depending how Mason will be behaving this year, because sometimes it can be pretty challenging. But yes, so especially around my parents, I don't know what it is, but it just goes to another level, which just becomes very difficult. Things like sitting on a terrace in the evening and trying to enjoy a cup of tea peacefully and beautifully, looking out into the garden. Bliss, you'd think. But no, if we get 4 or 5 minutes of peace, that's quite good. So yeah, kids are kids, and although I have been really stressing about it, and I really am fortunate to have all of your support, and I feel it makes me feel good and happy that some of you mums reach out to me and share your experiences. And that's how it is, because sometimes you feel like you are just alone in that, and no one else is going through the same thing. But so thank you so much for the previous support you have shown me, and I'm sure there will be loads of comments for this video as well. And it's good for us mums, or you know, anyone, to connect in that way, as well as art. So yes, coming back to that, I am basically going to be pre-filming loads of videos, and I will have to cut down to 2 videos per week. They will be coming out on Monday and Friday. I have got loads of book reviews still. At this point, I think there are still 5 books for me to review, and I will try to alternate the books and the other videos so that it's a little bit mixed up. Now, I will try to pick a subject matter for the videos, because I have so many to do that will be easy to film and to edit as well, because a lot of time goes into editing. So then what will happen is, probably those of you that love florals, you probably will be happy to see those videos, because they will be, I think they will be all florals, flower related videos, so you should really enjoy that. And I think also because it's summer, it should inspire some of you to go outside in your gardens, or when you go for a walk somewhere else, wherever you see flowers in a front garden, or anywhere really, parks, then take pictures, bring them home, look at your mobile phone screens or cell phones, those of you in America, and you know, just kind of play around with it and have fun. So that is probably as much as I'd like to share. Maybe I'll give you a little bit more. So around here, which probably is not in focus, I hope it's not, because I don't want you to see all this mess, but basically there are a few things there which have been on a standstill along with a few other things that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, which is I think I told you I was creating my own products or designing them, and that had to kind of stop for a little bit because I had almost a month of Mason having one thing after the other, and I had very little daycare because he, you know, obviously I wanted him to stay home and rest and get better and look after him the way a nursery can't. I kind of spoil him a lot like that, but he's my only one for now, and you know, maybe forever. Who knows? Oh god, children are difficult. I used to think I wanted to have 3, and as the reality hits, you know, it's so much work that goes into it. So anyways, yeah, so around here I've got some pigments and some tools like this one here. This is from Charles Robinson. It's a little Muller. So you basically grind the pigment with it and you create your own watercolors. Yes, so this, along with a few other products that I'm working on, it's all moving very slow. I'm really much behind. I thought April would be the month where I would be able to put it on Etsy and start sharing it with you. However, no, I'm still quite a few months behind. So the plan is, when I'm back from my summer vacation, I then want to put those few summer months doing predominantly that, and I will see for how long I will continue the 2 videos per week, but that's what I'm telling you. So once I have my products ready and I can share it with you, that's when I then can start adding more videos to my channel. And I'd love to go back to, you know, doing maybe even 5 a week as I used to do, if time permits, but we yeah, we just have to see how things go with Mason and his nursery, and he's starting at a new place which is local to us, and I'm hoping that will hopefully kind of, and he'll be older as well by then in September, so hopefully he can then build up to full days, 5 days a week. That would be the dream, but I think we're still quite a while from it. So anyways, yeah, so that is that. Let's now move on to my desk, and I'm going to show you a couple of things in my sketchbooks. Alright, so I don't think that was that bad after all. It just takes me a few minutes, I think, to get into it. So first of all, I wanted to show my nails because I'm so excited. I have painted my nails for the first time in the last 3-4 weeks. Yes, it's been terrible because I took a nail polish with me when we went to Cornwall, thinking, you know, I'll be able to at least paint them there while I'm on the break, but no, that of course didn't happen. And so today I'm finally I have finally done it, and it's the Watermelon ESSIE, one of the classic nail polishes that I really like. It's a super flattering kind of fuchsia kind of type of pink. It has no shimmer, no glitter, nothing in there. Nice and glossy, love it. And this is just, by the way, one coat, and it dries beautifully, so if you need to get going and do things quickly, great nail polish. All right, so on this corner I have this little setup now, which I basically keep on permanently because I'm super obsessed with these inks. I have mentioned that before. So I've got those that I love there, which is the 3. So this is the Diamine ink in Ancient Copper, Sepia and Oxblood, so I permanently keep them there. Then I have this comic dip pen, which is great, but I warn you not to over clean it every single time. So once you break it in, meaning that you use a few different inks, just wipe it. You don't need to really go and remove every single thing, because I find that the ink doesn't then sit properly and doesn't flow down. So when it's a little bit worked in, and then it works the best. So I have a couple more inks here which I am thinking of trying out in different ways but didn't get on really well with. Then I decided to, instead of using tissues, because I have been using tissues for years, I ran out of the tissue boxes so quick when I do watercoloring, and this is a good little way of economizing on that, but also I guess great for the environment, is using one of those baby muslin gloves, which I have loads of them left from Mason's baby time. And then underneath it is that mat that is not waterproof. It lets everything through. So what I do, even the paste you can see here, I think this might have been either gesso or some modeling paste, it just everything goes through. So basically I just have it folded in four as it came, looking ridiculously bad and broken. So I keep it like that instead of throwing it in the bin, and that's my little kind of at least some sort of protection area in this zone, so that I can you know, work with it that way. So the other thing I wanted to show you is just a couple of things in my sketchbooks. So I've been working on this spread here, which is the foodie spread, and it's good to do it in your journals around any subject matter that you are interested in, or if you go on holidays or little breaks, then why not document your journey with something like that, because that surely reminds me of Cornwall in an instant. What else have we been doing? I've been kind of experimenting here a little bit with some simple face stamps, and so I've got a couple here. I have got, actually there's one more somewhere. There's one more I have, which is by James Burke, but I can't find it at the minute. So yeah, so this is the Jane Davenport. This one is quite old. I think I got it a while ago, but I do like to use just the face shape because it's so easy and simple. And then we've got these ladies here, and there's an also like an egg shape head shape thing. I can't find it. Where is it gone? Anyway, I can't find it, but yeah, so there is another stamp set, and basically, you know, they're great just to stamp it and do the rest yourself. So I have been experimenting here. This is what they look like when you first stamp with them. And I've been creating different floral crowns, but there is more to come on this subject matter. I just wanted to give you a little inside look into my journal, what I have been up to. Then this one is the shell tutorial, watercolor tutorial that I did. I really loved mixing let me just grab it, it's right next to me, Dr. P.H. Martin's Radiant Concentrated Watercolors with my regular watercolors, because these are super concentrated, they're very staining, and they behave quite different to a normal watercolor. So if you mix it up a little bit, you might get some really surprising results. And one of them you can see here, I hope. Yes, so you can see how the brown and the yellows and then the bit of pink sort of separates into this beautiful something, and it would be very difficult to achieve that just with regular watercolors. It wouldn't separate in the same way. And also keeping in mind that the ink, the one I used here is Sepia, that one that I just showed you right here. I will link everything below as always, so you can find the products if you're interested. And yeah, and then also using that kind of dirty water from the palette, I have created this little shadows, and they are also separating into pinks, yellows and all of that, which looks gorgeous. And the ink that I was just talking about, that also blends into watercolor and gives it a little bit more interest as well. So like you can see on this one here, So that's what I have been up to here. This journal is Khadi Papers and it's the soft cover, and this is how much I have used up already. So let's see, let's say about 1/3 I am in. And it's been super fun. It's really random. I'm just doing everything and anything in here, and I'm just enjoying it. I'm not dedicating it to any specific subject. I use it also not just for experiments for myself, but also for YouTube when I create tutorials for you and all of that. Next thing, let's see. I'm going to show you these two. So I have been working on something here, and it's a tone on tone page. I might do a tutorial at one point of how to create just a illustration page which has similar style or a little bit different style, but kind of the same color tones, so it all kind of looks blended. But beyond the point, there is this part here which the illustration that I created I really disliked, and I thought, how am I going to rescue the page, because that was really off-putting. So I decided the best thing to do was to get my medium, what's it called, collage medium, this one here, the collage medium matte glue, and stick it onto here, stick some magazine or paper cuttings, whatever they are, and basically add some gesso on top, and then just do the illustration on top. So this is this one here, the white gesso by Dina Wakley. And when I did the test, there is a video which you can find on my channel. If I won't forget, I'll try to link it down below, but there is this video here where I compared all of the gessos, the clear gesso, no gesso, white gesso by Dina Wakley, white gesso by Sepia, and even comparing it to acrylics. So in that test, the white gesso by Dina Wakley didn't do very well compared to the clear gesso. So there was a lot of smudging for the ink and things like that, but other than that, it was okay. So I was surprised that this ink, which is, I think, was it this one? No, I think this is the ancient copper, if I'm not mistaken. So this ink actually did really well, and it did not do any smudging. I didn't dry it with a heat gun, nothing. I just left it to dry overnight, and it was absolutely fine, and that's it. So if you have a situation in your journal that you really, really dislike, then there is a way of covering things up and, making it good, because at the minute when you look at it, you don't think that something ugly was sitting here. So I might do a tutorial on that. Let me know what you think. And no, this is not it. Here I might do the same thing, and this is what I might film, is for this strawberry. So right in the beginning of a journal, I sometimes struggle when I start a new art journal to put something in there that will work with the rest of the journal, if that makes sense. Sometimes I just start with something, and then in the end it just kind of doesn't work. I mean, I love literally every single page of this journal I love, except for the very first two. So there's this strawberry, and then there is this illustration, which I'm just not in love with. Sometimes I like it, sometimes I hate it, and yeah, so I might just kind of take out the face, leave some of the orchid, or do some sort of collaging or some painting over. I will see what I do, but I haven't fully decided. I might do something or take out one part of it only and add something else. We will see. So if I do it, I will definitely film it. But that is pretty much it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope this video is not too long because I'm trying to make the videos very short so that, like I said, less time for filming, less time for editing, and hopefully more content that way. So thanks for watching and see you soon.